Obviously now coming up through the minor league system with the Atlanta Braves. I went back and, doing some research on you. You were committed to go play baseball at the University of Georgia, then drafted by the Braves. Obviously, you decided to go to the Bigs. If just say Kansas City would have been the team that drafted you, do you go play baseball at UGA?
I think it all really just depends on, the opportunity. And obviously we play this game for the fun of it and because we love the game. But in this instant, money definitely becomes a huge factor. So depending on if the money's right, I will tell you, though, playing for the Atlanta Braves, I would definitely sign for less coming out of the draft, which I did, to play for the Atlanta Braves and the hometown team.
We're going to keep that quiet because when your negotiations come up again, we're never going to say you're going to take less money. So we obviously are looking forward to you getting up there pretty soon. Were the Braves your lifelong team growing up, being basically a native Atlantan?
Yeah, my next door neighbor, actually, a guy by the name of Larry Ridgway, he took me to a lot of Braves games growing up, and so I got to grow up watching Chipper Jones and Jeff Francoeur and Brian McCann. So, just being able to watch those guys and being from the same city and those guys being the guys I grew up watching, it's hard not to be an Atlanta Braves fan.
If you had a pinch yourself moment now, Chipper being hired on the staff to be a hitting consultant, if you had a chance to sit down and pick his brain at all?
So I've had a little interaction with Chipper since getting down here. It's the third day, and things have been a little crazy just because of COVID reasons. But I haven't yet. I've gotten the opportunity to speak to him here and there. I'm looking forward to being able to sit down with him and really pick his brain on not only hitting but switch hitting, because we both do it. So he's a great guy to watch, not only hit but to talk hitting with, just from the mental aspect of things.
We're talking to Drew Waters on Loud Security Systems Newsmaker Line, and your journey through the minors has been fairly quick, the rise to AAA and back and forth. How does that happen for you? What does it feel like when you go from A to AA to AAA, and the level of competition kind of hits you right in the face every once in a while?
Honestly, my first promotion ever was to actually Danville, Virginia, and it was like the first time I was really away from home. Down in the GCL, they do a really good job of just, introducing pro ball, introducing you being away from home. It's a great setup, but for the advanced rookie ball is really the first time where it's like, okay, this is minor league baseball. You're on your own, kind of figure it out. So I was extremely overwhelmed. My first promotion ever, honestly, and this sounds crazy, and I can't believe I'm going to tell you guys this, but I literally asked the scout that drafted me to be demoted back to the GCL because I was so overwhelmed.
Wow.
I would just mentally being able to figure out life outside of baseball, and then also playing against guys that really good competition. And then the next year comes, and obviously as years go on, you grow, not only mentally but physically too. And so low A comes, and I have a great experience. I get promoted. I'm prepared for the promotion. And then double A comes, and then to triple A I go, and now I'm sitting where I'm at, hopefully going to get a crack at the big leagues soon.
It really is all about confidence. I was when I went to Seattle as a rookie, undrafted free agent coming out of Villanova, of all places, I was so in over my head, and the lack of confidence just really sits with you. And then you sit in your dorm room at night, and these places that you're staying, whether it's at Eastern Washington University or like you were in Danville, and you so much stuff going through your head. Was there a moment where that confidence set in for you? Was it an on-field moment? Was it a coach telling you something?
I think once I got to low A and, I really started getting into a full season, and I started having some early success there. I actually remember it. My first series in low A was against Juan Soto, and I think I hit a home run in the first home series, and I thought I was playing great, and everyone was all excited about this other guy. I'm like, who is this guy? And then 3 weeks later, he's in the big league.
Wow.
So, but yeah, right around the low A area, once I started having that success, I was like, okay, I can do this. Then you go to high A. High A is an extremely tough league. You're hitting down in Florida. The ball doesn't go as far. And at the time, the Florida State League, they were known for the flamethrowers. A lot of guys throw hard in the Florida State League, so that's a tough league to hit in. So I got punched in the mouth a little bit. But then we got up and we went back at it the next year, and we started in AA, had a great experience, got promoted to AAA, and now we're hungry to get more.
Drew Waters with us right now on the Loud Security Systems Newsmaker line. I'm fascinated with Major League and Minor League Baseball. You're an 18-year-old coming out of high school, and obviously you're talking about not being away from home and the first time being there. Do they have you guys in dorms, or are you kind of on your own trying to find living? How does that work out for a young kid like you?
So the Braves, they really do. They do a great job just about every area, as you would expect. But in the GCL, we have a team hotel. It's a very nice Marriott. At the time, I was in Orlando. So it was a Marriott in Orlando, and that's what we called home at the time because we didn't do road trips. We didn't do overnight trips. We went to the field and we came back home every day. So, but then once you get to Danville and you start traveling and having series on the road, then it kind of becomes now it's your turn to find. It's your responsibility to find a place to stay. But the Braves do a really good job of walking you through the process of finding a place, and they do a great job of giving us a friendly budget to find something very reasonable to stay in.
Drew Waters, Braves outfielder, joins us here in the front row. And last year was a funky year for everybody. And obviously, I'm sure you spent some time in Gwinnett, probably most of your time. What did you do? Did the Braves give you anything specific to work on?
They didn't really give me anything in terms of specific to work on. I think, what I went down there to work on is what they wanted me to work on. And, I think what I needed to work on comes not only with me maturing mentally, but also as well as physically and in the game of baseball. My big thing has been my chase rate at times will become high, and I feel like I've made some adjustments physically, but I also feel like I've grown a lot mentally just over the past year and a half, where I'm in a great position to hit, and I'm excited to get back out there.
Is there anybody you patterned your game after? Because I see you got some pop, you got some speed on the base pass. Was there anybody coming up you said, I want to play like that guy?
You always dream about being like the Chipper Jones, the Ronald Acuñas, the Freddie Freemans. The list can go on. But as a young guy, you grow up watching these guys and you know how good they are. And it's not that it's an unrealistic expectation. It's just a lot of pressure to put on yourself by trying to model your game after an MVP. And, a lot of guys, they'll do that and they find themselves getting away from what got them to where they're at, which is their game. So I don't really, quote, model my game after anybody, but there's a lot of guys out there that I like watching. One guy's Christian Yelich. He's an awesome guy to watch. I really enjoy watching Ender in the outfield. He's a great guy for me to get better in the outfield watching. So there's definitely guys I watch throughout the MLB, not only just on the Braves, but throughout other teams. But in terms of who I model my game after, I would say I model it after myself because I just want to be the best version of myself.
Drew Waters joins us here in the front row. Tell the listener what your day is going to be like and what a normal day is in spring training for you moving forward.
So I'm actually sitting in the parking lot at the facility.
Yeah.
But I actually have I have early work at 8 o'clock with EY, and it's going to be me and Pache. We're going to get some bunting work in, and then we're going to go to the cage. And then after the cage, a little downtime, and then we're going to stretch, hit BP, and we have photo day. So shorter day today, but get to feel like first day of school again and go get our pictures taken.
That is, first of all, you're working on bunting is great. We had so many philosophical conversations about bunting during the playoffs.
Postseason, yeah.
Oh, yeah, because the Braves just weren't, nobody in baseball is bunting. Is that something that you feel needs to come back a little bit in baseball as guys laying one down?
EY says it to Pache and I all the time. He said, you guys, everybody knows you have 5 weapons, but why not have 6? He said bunting can be the 6th weapon in your bag. So
Amen.
It's not that we're bunters. it's not that we're going to go up there and bunt every time, but to have the ability to go up there in the third inning and hit a home run and then come up in the ninth and do a job and get a bunt down, I mean, you're truly a complete player. So I think it's definitely something you should practice and definitely something you should, quote, have in your bag.
Here's a good thing. If you're a little late walking in today, we're pretty tight with Snit. We had him on Monday. Just say, hey, Snit, I was on with the front row. These guys were talking to me for a while. He'll completely understand. He may make you run afterwards, but, you can blame it on us if that happens. Hey, we do a lot of lifestyle stuff on this show, and we were talking yesterday about, going out and singing karaoke and doing things like that. Are you a karaoke singer? Are you a guy that if you get out there, you start having fun with your friends, maybe you do some karaoke?
Oh, my gosh. If anybody, truly knows me, I listen to music probably a lot, let's just say that. But I do not know the lyrics to any song. I'll sit there and I'll sing 3 or 4 words and then I'll hum the beat. I don't know why, but I cannot memorize the words to songs. So I would love to be a karaoke singer, but I can't sing and I can't memorize the words.
That's the problem.
Well, that's what makes it great. That's what makes it fun. If you had a song that you would want to sing, what would it be?
Oh, probably the only song I know the words to, which is Chicken Fried by Zach Brown.
There you go.
And no, you're not getting me to sing it.
No, not necessary.
We would not
I'm
embarrass you
kidding.
that way. Hey, we look forward to your rise up to the major league level. We wish you the best of luck. Hopefully you end up with the big club sooner rather than later. And Drew, go work on those bunting today. We can't wait to see you lay one down every now and then as well.
Yeah, no doubt.
All right,
Thank you.
thanks
Have
for
a good
coming
one.
on, Drew.